And before you say, "Oh my God, Foodshops, you're just being an unhinged hater again, like you do with everyone," dude, you have no idea, okay? Like he is actually he's evil. I hate J Stoke more than Tectone, but Tectone is more evil than J Stoke. Absolutely, okay? There's a difference between someone I dislike versus someone I consider to be more evil, okay? I think that J Stoke is evil, but I think that Tectone is even more evil, okay? He defends he glorifies his father, who is like the fucking ultimate rapist. Like he is like, my God, you know? Okay, all right, anyway. Okay, so here's what we're covering, okay? So, Not So Erudite, aka Insecurity Incarnate, interviews Tectone, son of the great rapist, okay? So, apparently, what has happened is Not So Erudite, okay? Um, who is an employee, contracted employee under Destiny, and is quite literally one of the most embarrassing people in this entire Twitch Bowl space. Okay, the constant punching bag of everyone. You know, whenever Stardust deprecates herself and calls herself a punching bag, there is only one person, okay, that is more of a punching bag, okay, because people forget about Stardust when she stops existing, okay, but people will always remember Not So Erudite. And here's the thing, okay, I do actually think, um, Present Sunday is totally cringe and unhinged when it comes to attacking Not So Erudite. However, I will say that Not So Erudite does not do any favors for herself. Okay, she just does not. Okay, between the armpit hair streams and the crotch streams and the feet mirror. There's only so much I can take before making fun of him, okay? Listen, Aked earlier canceled his membership because he is more of a fan of Not So Erudite than me. Fine, okay? Go ahead, alright? That is your decision to make. All right. But I will make fun of Not So Erudite. Okay. So um, she has interviewed Tectone recently, and Tectone is the son of the great rapist. Okay. The great rapist. Um, his father, okay, constantly glorified by Tectone, convicted on sexual harassment charges. Um, Multiple women coming forward with stories of him raping them, okay, of him raping them, um, in front of Congress, okay? These stories are brought up in front of Congress as part of an awareness mission on rape in the military, okay? Just so you know how famous Tectone's dad is, or should I say infamous Tectone's dad is for being a rapist, okay? Tectone denies these allegations. Tectone is an active rape denier, and he himself has rape allegations of his own, okay? As in his exes, both of them, okay, recently, has allegations of rape against him and brought him to court. Okay, so just so you know, yes, Tectone is in fact more evil because of these reasons. Okay, now with that being said, okay, Not So Erudite recently has come on stream to blast Destiny for sabotaging a potential guest appearance by Tectone, okay? So because Tectone and Destiny are beefing, um apparently Tectone doesn't want to go on Bridges and talk to Destiny anymore because for whatever reason, all right? I'm assuming because he's running, okay? But whatever, no big deal. Now, recently, I'm not even sure if Not So Erudite did this behind Destiny's back, okay? But essentially, Erudite brought on Tectone to her own stream to talk to Tectone, okay? And I'm curious to see how it will pan out, okay? She's overhated. Queenman's hatred of her is enough to polarize me in favor of her. I would actually agree with you. I like making fun of NotSoErudite. I dislike her. Um, but I have defended NotSoErudite against her most unhinged hate. However, I will say that again, all right, I do enjoy making fun of her. Okay. Anyway, okay. Anyway, all right. So apparently, if you go to NotSoErudite's channel, her interview with Tectone is membership only. Okay. However, if you go to Tectone's VODs, well,
I guess congratulations on our new relationship. It's good to know. I had to tell my husband. Yeah, I had to tell my husband yesterday the sad.
now how's that for a stream segment intro? Exciting, isn't it? Have I got your attention now? Are you intrigued? If so, let's begin. Okay. All right.
News that I also found out yesterday.
To stay in law.
Matters, right?
Yeah, I just have this thing where it's like the moment I finish streaming, I just want to like not be in the online space anymore and like go to the gym or like hang out with my girl or some shit. It's very hard for me to like want to. Anyways, I'm glad we can do this
New
on stream. That way my chat
New
can be here,
victim?
and that way I don't have to guilt myself for not doing like IRL shit. Let me pop this out real quick. How much time do you have, by the way?
I was hoping I set aside like 2 to 3 hours, so however much time we need in that window.
Yeah,
is good for me.
I still don't really know what we're doing, so I'm excited to find out.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I guess congratulations on our new relationship. It's good to know. I had to tell my husband. Yeah, I had to tell my husband yesterday the sad news that I also found out yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, just give me a couple days heads up before you drop the Google Doc. That way I can get my lawyers ready for a defense.
Okay, sounds good. So I do a show. It's called Humanizing. I haven't done it in a long time, mostly because I stopped streaming for like almost a year.
Humanizing.
So,
Okay.
honestly, it's complicated.
Okay.
Okay, my dream is not to be a streamer.
Mhm.
My dream is to run a treatment center for young men leaving juvenile delinquency.
I have no idea why she says this. If you're looking to open a treatment center for delinquency, okay, for young men who are rapists, former murderers, former whatever the fuck, okay, why the fuck would you associate yourself with Destiny? Why is Destiny your path there? Why the fuck aren't you talking with college academia or whatever the fuck that people do? Like, why aren't you talking with like why aren't you IRL? Why aren't you IRL, right? If that's what you're concerned with, why the fuck are you in this? I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. I'm just so confused. I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay? I just don't get it. My guess is not a lot of money in that. Yeah, but like, what about the passion? If you're passionate about it, why not? Hey, listen, all right? I make less money streaming than I would otherwise doing programming, okay? Not a choice of my own. I can't get a job, all right? But when I did have a job, all right, 6 digits, okay? But, you know, I want to do this because I'm passionate about it, right? Fuck it. You kind of want to go through the hardships in order to strive, right? But I don't know. Who knows?
And I saw content creation as a means.
I mean, probably because D-Man can get you connections. To who? To who exactly? What? To other streamers? How are they going to help you?
To get a network and money so that I don't have to
Queen
rely
DM
on
me, we can
government
get you a
money
job. Nah, I think
or
I'm
like
good for
church
now.
money. Because those are like...
Look. I'm making enough money from streaming for now, okay? Let's just say that. She stood by Destiny in a way you all dunk on everyone else for dropping him, so... And I defended NotSoErudite. Did you know that I defended her? When that happened? I came back into content creation because because Destiny had a sex leak drama dropped, okay? That whole drama dropped. I attacked Destiny, but I defended NotSoErudite. It's as simple as that.
Some of the 2 main donors that you would rely on. And I just got plugged into kind of back-end stuff in the streamer world.
Academics would be more willing to talk to you if you're popular online. Yeah, but I don't see her taking any steps towards achieving the end of her passions, right? Like what Tenjo has she even detailed a plan that she's going through? Like what exactly is she doing behind the scenes? I just don't know. Okay, like it just seems like silly to me, right?
Like doing
Anyway,
more facilitating
not
streams
just
and
UD leader.
networking for people
Okay,
getting
so you're
paid for it. So I was
including
like,
me.
I guess I don't need to stream anymore if this
Okay.
will make me money. But
By the way, your cam froze. I don't know if you want to fix it real quick.
it did?
Yeah, on my end at least.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. If you want to have my chat pulled up during this, that way they can like make you aware of like any tech issues that you have or some shit. Might help a little bit because they're fucking tweaking the fuck out.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it and restart it. Am I moving again?
Not yet. Still.
Weird. It's moving on my side.
Let me try this. What if I do this and then I do?
Oh, my coffee is ready.
Hold up, guys. I'll fix this real quick. How do I fix this? Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
I restarted.
fuck. I wasn't even on coffee the entire
And I'm
time.
back.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, you guys have no idea.
Okay, I'm using the virtual cam.
It's
so
over.
if it fails, just tell me. I'll disconnect the camera and
For
just
sure.
plug it, drop it in Discord.
That was my
Yeah, so I
uncaffeinated
stopped streaming.
self.
But the point of humanizing
Caffeinated?
is to talk to
Caffeinated?
controversial figures. So I have noticed in the streamer space.
Wait, so you think I'm controversial?
Yeah, I think you have got a bit of drama around you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Make
Cool.
a couple people upset. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like being tagged as your girlfriend in that deranged post is a good example of being. You don't really get tagged in things like that unless there's some really special people who really hate you. So.
Yeah, there are people who really have a fun time making up as much shit as possible about me, and then it is crazy how much misinformation spreads. So this will be fun. By the way, I'm an open book. You can ask me about anything.
Misinformation?
Gotcha. However, if there are things specifically you don't want me to go into, just like type them to me, and I won't touch them.
Sure.
I don't care.
The only thing
so-
that I don't like talking about is things where I'm legally not allowed to talk about, which was I got tricked into signing an NDA about one thing, and I doubt we'll talk about that, so it'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
What? You got tricked into signing an NDA about one thing? Wait, can't you back out of... Is it not possible to back out of NDAs or what?
So the point of the humanizing for like my
Yeah,
audience,
what'd
and
you
your
sign
audience is
NDA
I don't want to
for?
litigate drama. I'm not
What?
interested in litigating your drama. That's not really
Bro,
my
that sounds
business.
crazy.
It's to understand who you are and more importantly, why you are who you
Some
are.
VTuber
That's what
shit?
I want to pose a question of. So I'm going to ask you questions about what you value, why you value these things, how these values impact the way that you interact in the world. It's to see controversial figures as humans. I think we don't really
Oh
see
my
streamers as
God.
humans or content creators or anyone kind of in media as humans. But I think we need to, particularly when controversial stuff comes up.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not about to go on a fucking humanizing mission for Donald Trump. What? I mean, like, listen, I get behind, like, fucking being kind and shit, okay, fuck. But, like, you don't have to be this soy about it. You don't have to make it such an official thing. You can just say, oh, chill the fuck out, read the room, right? Like, you're being cringe. You're being a little bit too autistic right now. Like, you don't need to make a full, like, fuck me, dude.
Can't
What is this?
empathize with somebody that you don't already
That's so
foresee as
gay.
a person. So that's the point of the humanizing, is to understand you. I will ask you uncomfortable, potentially probing questions. If you tell me something that's a value and later tell me like a behavior that I think is in conflict, I might point to this conflict, for
Okay,
example.
Dr. K.
But anything you don't want to talk about, we don't need to talk about.
Sure.
Okay. I also do a little bit of an experiment when I do this. So typically I find that streamers get reinforced by their chat, I think, to be like in streamer mode. And I want to talk to the person of Tectone, not the streamer of Tectone. So are you open?
Oh my god, isn't this, dude, isn't this like the fucking thing that Dr. K does? Oh my god, dude. Isn't the thing that Dr. K does, which like he tells the other person to turn off their chat or something?
Open to turning off your chat while you stream?
You want me to turn off my chat?
Just like turn it off. So like don't turn it off so that they can't type. Like off
Yeah.
so you're not looking at it.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that easy. Can I keep
Yeah,
them on
I-
my? Can
It's
I
a
keep them
total
on my
rip.
OBS or no?
Yeah, of course.
I just won't
I
look
just
at
don't
it.
want
Why, dude? Why you don't have to do it like fuck me, dude. Dude, you don't have to copy other people's personalities like this. Like, why? Not personality, but like, fuck.
I want you to read it. Yeah, I just don't want you to see it or read it at all. And of
Easy.
course, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want
Sure.
to.
No. I close it. They
You know what this is? You know what this is? I think like she would probably help a lot more people if she was just like, shut up. Okay, all right.
can still be seen on my OBS, but
Perfect.
I won't look at them.
Yep, perfect. Okay, so tell me who you are. Let's start out with who are you? What do you want me to call you during this
Guys, she's looking for her wreckful, okay? She's looking for her wreckful. Okay?
conversation? What are some things that are important to start knowing you?
To know me, well, you can call me John if you'd like. To know me, I just very much like anime, gotcha games, video games, professional wrestling. Love the gym, love my girlfriend, love cats.
Oh
love
god, is this gonna
dogs.
be boring?
I'm also not gonna lie, I absolutely love drama. I think it's the best thing ever. Been an avid consumer. I came from a family that talked. You know, like so I rarely,
Of course it's
you know,
boring.
despite what the internet
Aw.
Mike thinks, my dad is a criminal, right? A lot of people like to say, "Oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree." We'll get into this right off the bat. I barely knew my father.
Oh, okay. I guess I guess we're just gonna be like the most fucking extreme possible from the very beginning. I guess we're just gonna dive right into it, I guess. Fuck. I mean, okay.
At all. I referred to my older brother as my dad until I was in third grade because he would come around so little that I barely even knew who he was, other than when he would pull out his beanie baby from his underwear and say, "I'm a magician." But yeah, I grew up with a lot of black
Like an
families.
actual Beanie Baby? Or are we referencing, is the Beanie Baby a reference to something or is it an actual like toy?
Oh, it's a toy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not his cock. Yeah, no, he would do this magic trick when he was a kid where he would he'd be like nothing in my hands, nothing in my pockets, and then all of a sudden a beanie baby would appear. He would just apparently I found out later that he would just keeping beanie babies in his underwear. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
Interesting.
fine.
How much older is your brother than you?
So for context, if you guys do not know, I think that Tectone has implied that his father raped him when he was a kid. Or it's either his father raped him or his brother raped him when he was a kid.
I have two of them. My oldest brother is 8 to 9 years older than me. He's the man. I just saw him again for the first time in like a year and a half in like 6 years. A couple of days ago, he's dope. I did a video where I showed him Twitcher Terrorist, which is a great game. If you haven't played that, you should. Yeah, he's dope. And then what
And his
else?
name? Are you public about his
Oh yeah,
name?
his name's Mike. Yeah, he's dope. Um, yeah, I was raised by a lot of different families. I was pretty much never home, ever, like
Okay.
my whole life. My mom wasn't the greatest, and to be fair, I don't blame her because she had to deal with my sister, and my sister's like the biggest piece of shit on earth. I don't want to talk about her. That is one thing that I don't want to talk about. I do not want to talk about my sister. But she's not good, and that kind of drove my mom a little bit crazy. So my upbringing wasn't really that good. Then when I was in third grade, I got pulled into a room with lawyers, and I was asked, "Who do you want to live with, your mom or your dad?" While they were both in the room. That was fucking traumatic. And I chose my dad because whenever he was around, I got free stuff, and my mom was poor.
Dude, Tectone is close with his dad. Okay? Like he literally is close with his dad. And being close with your rapist father is fine. I think, listen, it's fine, okay? Whatever, you know, your relationship is your relationship, and relationships are complicated. But the thing is that he constantly defends, covers up his father's actions on stream. So it's not exactly the same, is it, right? Because it's one thing to still be, you know, in a good relationship with your father, and it's another thing to cover up the things that your father has done to other women in public in front of a crowd of thousands of people.
as
Okay.
fuck, and living poor fucking sucked ass because I really
Like
wanted
does
the
that make
GameCube and a
sense, guys?
PS2, and I knew my dad could get.
Because I know at least one person. I know at least one person who was who actually at least two people who still keeps in contact with someone who raped them before or raped other people, like with someone who is essentially a rapist. Okay, but like but the relationship is complicated, and they explained it to me, and I totally understand it, right? um but the thing is that with this, but they would never do what Tectone is doing, right? Because what Tectone is doing is essentially he's like actively sweeping his
That.
father, right? Yeah,
That was pretty much me and my dad's relationship. Was I would
not the
ask for a
same.
game system, I would get it, and then I
You
wouldn't
didn't want
talk
to
to
talk
him
about
for
his
the next
sister?
foreseeable
Yeah,
years.
sure.
Because then I would take my GameCube, my PS2 to like my buddy's house, whether that was Sean, Trevor, or Edric, or Juan, or Michael. I was literally never
Okay,
in my
doxing your
house.
whole
And
gang.
then
All right.
when I was in senior year, maybe 11th grade, no, it was senior year. Another thing that happened between me and my father that was quite bad happened, which then caused me to flee the country for 8 years. And then I only recently started again talking to my father when I was 28, when he told me that he had cancer. And so now,
Right, you flee the country?
yeah,
I just
I
wanna
went
make
to
sure.
Canada. I went to Canada for 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
That was also to meet a girl I met off of
What the
Feelings.
fuck?
But it was kind of like
Okay.
a means to where I was like looking for any way to get away from my family as quickly as I could. So I did
How old
that.
were you when you left?
Probably
Do
like
you mind me
18,
asking?
19, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right.
What is this
Yeah.
lore?
And then dad got cancer, so I came back, and then
He's not
honestly, me and
lying,
my dad are
right?
good now.
Like,
Found out some things about him that that kind of sucked. Obviously, a lot of those things the internet is saying about him are completely overblown and not true. But there's also a lot of true things.
this is what I'm talking about. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. It's the fucking active. By the way, just so you know, the thing that he's saying, like the internet is saying about his father is not true, is like actual like stuff that is brought in front of Congress, dude. Like, fuck me, dude. Like he actively, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting how much he sweeps for his dad. Like it's actually so fucking disgusting.
That they're
Ugh.
saying. It's kind of hard to come to grasp with it, but that's another thing that I'm currently dealing with, because for some reason people think that I am my father for some reason, which I have no idea why, including Destiny, which I don't know why Destiny does this weird ass shit.
Okay, hold up. Okay, one thing at a time, okay? This is coming real fast, okay? One thing at a time, okay? Tectone abuser.
That he does. That's a shame. But
you know what pegging
other than that, I just
Fuck. Okay, so this is his father, right? I don't think Destiny has ever said he was his father. He made fun of his father. Yeah, but like, Tectone still took it personally. But like, dude, he just said some of it is definitely true, but people also like, yeah, but which parts? It's like, it's so convenient, is it? Because by saying that, so, like, people do lie about his father, but that still like discounts like the actually true things that people have said about him, right? So like, does that make sense? Like, he's poisoning the well, right? Let me see.
Hassan would respond, basically calling Tectone a but what happens next elevates this story to an all-timer.
Apparently, Tectone, as soon as he came after me and talked about his father's...
Apparently, Tectone refuses to react to this video, even though he has a history of reacting to videos that are against him. I mean, understandable, but... Dude.
like military record or whatever, the internet found out that dad did the same shit that he did.
And victims like Heath Phillips. When he told his commander, his report was ignored. The Department of Defense says 19,000 incidents of assault occurred in 2010 alone. Nearly 90% went unreported. Biggest photo.
I just don't think you realize. I just don't think you realize how infamous Tectone's father is. Like, this guy is literally like some serial killer level shit, right? Like, this guy is literally it's like the Zodiac killer of rape, okay?
You see is of Colonel Michael Robertson. He was convicted of 14 accounts of salt.
Turns out apple doesn't fall far from the tree, folks.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on soap charges. Yeah, you be hanging with. The you be hanging with. And it was your mans. He was your boy. How you grew up with him.
After being embroiled in abuse and allegations for months, Tectone's own father turned out to be possibly the most infamous sex pest in U.S. military history. His father was such a that they literally had televised C-SPAN Congress hearings in an attempt to stop future assaults by using him as the example.
I rise again today to draw attention to the epidemic in our military of sexual assault. 19,000 women and men each year are or assaulted in the military. This travesty is not being addressed, and I will continue to speak out on this floor until it does. Today, I would like to tell the story of one of the 8% that were prosecuted. The story of Colonel Michael Robertson, who commanded Fort Bliss's 31st Combat Support Hospital at Camp Dwyer, a military base and airfield in the Helmand River Valley in Afghanistan. Last week, Colonel Robertson was convicted by a military judge of 14 charges, including having on his government computer, harassing 3 women, and assaulting 5 women. 8 women that served under his command testified at great cost to their careers.
Like which part of this exactly is like the internet making up lies about him? Like, dude, give me a break, dude. Just give me a break. Like there's what part of this? Like everything that's been said, like in that little segment there, is literally just straight up coming from national television. Like,
am a guy who loves because like
anyway,
I grew up in a lot of Mexican. What are you? Are you white or what are you?
I'm very white.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
You're Canadian?
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. Oh man, that's,
I live in America now.
Yeah, I lived in Ontario.
why'd you lie
Good
about
God, that shit was terrible.
Oh.
here's the thing. I don't even think he loses much from telling the truth, right? Like for not like covering for his father. Like I think that he himself believes this maybe, and he's like coping to some degree about his father or something. But like I'm pretty damn sure like he has to know to some degree that maybe he actually did rape women actually.
Fucking
Yeah.
shithole. Anyways, I grew up a lot in black houses, but the Mexican houses were the ones that I like really enjoyed the most because man, have you ever experienced Mexican family drama?
No.
Holy
There's
fuck.
not a lot of that in Canada.
Do you know what a novella is?
Yes, a telenovela.
Yes.
Yes.
They love their novellas. So like,
They do.
oh my God, Essay, did you hear what Guapo did? Like all this shit, like just nonstop drama. And my dad was also a drama head as well. But I just got obsessed with the drama culture. I think it's awesome. I love finding out of who did this and who did what, and then actually finding out the truth of it, which to be honest, I've learned in my life, 95% of drama is just complete bullshit. There's no truth to it whatsoever.
Telenovela is insanely
bored,
popular in
and
Serbia.
a lot of people
Oh no, Wintermute.
choose to make a villain rather than wait for a villain
No
to
wonder he's
actually be
gay.
real. But anyways, I'm yapping. Yeah, I just like anime, video games.
And he wants to
wrestling,
believe that? Yeah,
gym,
sure.
and,
Like I don't
talking about people who.
Sure, I think it's one of these things. I think it's one of these things where if someone has like sexually assaulted you, and again, okay, it's Tectone himself that implies that he has raped that okay, he has also raped, okay, but his father also raped him, right? Here's the thing, okay, if you use your internal coping mechanisms and lie to yourself, that's fine, right? Like that's a you kind of deal. You do what you want, buddy, okay? However, the moment that you gain an audience and the moment that you begin to defame his victims or something, or like lie about his victims in any way, lie like or misrepresent like C-SPAN, fucking like national broadcast television shit, like you are crossing a line. Like to me, then you should deserve criticism. It doesn't matter if you're coping to yourself. It doesn't matter if you actually believe it, right? At that point, yeah, you do actually deserve criticism because you're bringing your own trauma coping mechanisms to the public, and now you're subjecting the public to it. So I mean, like, fuck it, then it's fair game at that point, right?
Suck.
Anyway.
What's interesting, I asked you to tell me about who you are, and you tell me anime, wrestling, et cetera, et cetera. But then you actually tell me at length about your childhood as well.
Oh.
And
Also notice this. So one of the things that Tectone likes to talk about is that he enjoys talking about like he attacks other people for bringing up his father, right? So he attacks Hassan for bringing up his father. However, just notice that Tectone is the one that brings up his father every fucking time. Tectone is the one that puts his father in front of the big screen every time before, constantly. Yeah, like it's just
that
okay.
relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot? I feel like so obviously in prepping for this, I've watched a number of your interviews. Probably the most influential interview that I watched for this was your Dr. K conversation. Because I think it's probably going to most closely mirror this conversation as well. But you bring up your childhood actually a lot, talking about dynamics from life, which is interesting because I think a lot of streamers often don't. So why do you reference your own childhood so often, do you think?
Because
You
the
talk to
internet
K?
constantly
Yeah,
references
I
it,
don't
and it's on
know.
the
They all
forefront of my
take
mind.
talk to Dr. K at some point.
I
Why
don't
does
think
the
I've
internet
gone a day without the past 3 months without hearing about my fucking father, and it does genuinely piss me the fuck off. So that is something
Okay.
that I'm currently irritated about.